Hey guys, Ryan here. You know what? I think it's finally time that we look for alternatives to Printful. Now, Printful is my recommended print-on-demand production partner. No one's paying me to say that. I am a part of their affiliate program, but I'm a part of the affiliate program for Printify as well. I could easily be recommending Printify to you guys, but I honestly, per my over 3 years experience selling print-on-demand products, I like Printful more than the other production partners. I've done videos where I outline exactly why. However, given the circumstances related to COVID, or at least, I mean, who knows? Is it just COVID? They've also said they've been seeing Black Friday-like volume with their print-on-demand sales. So it may not even be COVID. It may just be, well, I guess it would be an extension of COVID if they're just selling a million custom masks and they just are slowed down because maybe it takes forever to print those masks. I don't know for sure, but all I know is I saw an email today from Printful. The header said that it may take up to 6 weeks for them to produce and ship DTG and all over print products, which is a big red flag for those of us using them to fulfill, some of the most common and most popular print on demand products that we sell. So in this video, I'm going to show you some alternatives to Printful. Let me hop on over to my computer and let's get started. My title for this video is It's Time. It's time to start looking for an alternative to Printful seriously, at least for the foreseeable future until they can keep up with the demand. Before I start, real quick, my name is Ryan Hogue. I've sold over $1.6 million on Amazon. If you want to follow the links in the description, I've got a free print-on-demand mini course that walks you through how to set up a Etsy shop and sell print-on-demand through there. I've got a print-on-demand Facebook community. I'd love to see you there. I publish passive income reports on the first or second day of each month, so you can follow my journey as an e-commerce seller. And I have an over 60 lecture, 10 module print-on-demand course. The bonus module is my favorite one. It shows you how to automate all your uploads. Check that out in the description if you're interested in learning exactly what I do for my business. All right, let's start with Printful's latest update, June 4th, 2020. That's today, the day I'm publishing this video. Even with all the steps we're taking, it'll take time and patience to bring our fulfillment times back to normal. Our most popular categories are taking the longest, as you would expect. To help us catch up with order volume, we're disabling the option to add products with slow fulfillment through our product push generator. Today, we're disabling the entire all over print category. So that means their DTG, direct to garment printing, is really slowed down. Who knows? They might be having trouble sourcing the ink for the machines. I don't know. Just speculating. This means we're still accepting orders and products that are already live on your store. Those won't be affected. You just won't be able to add new products from the categories that are disabled. So when I'm constantly at a minimum every day adding products to my Amazon catalog through Seller Central for both .com and .co.uk. And I noticed that I couldn't add t-shirts. However, I'm usually selling embroidery products anyways, so I'm not as affected. But if I was still on Etsy though, I used to sell a ton of t-shirts on Etsy, and yeah, that would have been a problem. Please make sure to regularly check in with the latest fulfillment estimates we publish below. To keep your store running as smoothly as possible, we strongly encourage you to focus on categories with the fastest fulfillment times, such as our non-apparel products. We'll continue posting updates as they come. Thanks for your patience and reading. That doesn't mention anything about what I saw in an email from them though, and it said, due to COVID-19, DTG US and all over print, both US and Europe, can take up to 6 weeks to fulfill. 6 weeks. It's a month and a half to send out an order. Obviously, at that point, we got to really start taking this seriously. So that's why you're here. And let's look into some Printful alternatives. And I'm going to start with what I know. All right. This is not in any specific order. I'm just going to start with exactly what I said. Start with what I know. And then, I've made some posts in my Facebook groups for print on demand. I put one on my YouTube, and I'm just trying to get a feel for what your thoughts are on Printful. I mean, obviously there were some negative ones, but also what are you doing as an alternative? I want to assist some of you guys that are not aware maybe that there's alternatives. And then also I want to hear from those of you that have already found alternatives that you're liking, that are working for you. And I'll pass on some of the messages that I read in the comments in this video so that you can hear from other people. Because I'm not like the be-all, end-all of print-on-demand information, obviously. So Printify, I used to use them for about 5% of my Etsy listings. And, I did it in some of the niches that were hot selling. So I was actually making sales and I got to experience what it was like working with Printify. The thing about Printify is they basically have a network of print. You know how we think of Printful as our production partner? Well, Printify is like a middleman for other production partners. They basically partner with like a network of them, I guess, based in, it looks like US, Germany, China, and UK. And as a result, you lose a little bit of control over your business. Anyways, this isn't a Printify review. I just wanted to let you know that in order to get the updates for production from Printify, you have to actually look at the specific companies that your work is getting farmed out to. And so it's unique to those. And I'm just venturing a guess that it, who knows if this page is even up to date. I mean, I'm sure it's up to date, but like it's a lot harder to keep this up to date for like over 10 companies here that the work's being farmed out to than it would be if it's just Printful and they own all of the operations. But I mean, of this list, I know My Locker is probably the most common one that's doing like t-shirt production in the United States. So that would be the one you'd want to look at. All right, next up, Gear Bubble. Now, not many people like Gear Bubble. Typically, when it's brought up in comments, it's almost exclusively negative for a wide range of reasons. That being said, and by the way, if you've never tried Gear Bubble, then I've already kind of tarnished the name. So my bad if anybody from Gear Bubble watches the video. It's not my intention. I'm just trying to keep it real here. I have nothing to gain or lose from saying that. One thing I want to say about, well, two things about Gear Bubble is that I don't like their t-shirts. So I wouldn't want to use them. Like I would use them as my last resort. When I was using Printful primary, Printify secondary, Gear Bubble was my like third backup. I just don't like the t-shirts. They're like these Gildan, unless something changed, because it's been a while since I ordered one from them. They're like these Gildan heavy cotton, like just thick, uncomfortable, not form-fitting at all. Like it just, nothing about them was nice other than the price, I guess, because they were the cheapest. But on top of that, the biggest reason not to use Gear Bubble, in my opinion, is that the essential and pro plans, I mean, there's no free tier that I'm aware of. So you basically have to pay to use them to, or actually, you know what? Since my Gear Bubble account has been a paid account, I basically paid a lump sum up front, and I haven't had to pay monthly fees ever. I paid a couple $1,000 up front and then got lifetime integrations. But I mean, if there is a free tier, Gear Bubble might be a viable option. They don't put a COVID update out, by the way. So there was no COVID page for Gear Bubble unless it's in their Facebook group. But there should be something in the website. I don't know why there wasn't something. Literally every other platform I showed, or I'm going to show, has a COVID page. But assuming that their production times are fast, if you don't think your customer is going to mind a t-shirt that isn't that nice, you may want to open a free Gear Bubble account and see if you can manually create orders and fulfill through them. If that is on the table, again, I don't know for sure because I don't have to pay the fees, so I wouldn't know. And also, just to put a book note in that, I'm just not a fan of paying. You shouldn't need to pay to. You're paying to make them money. So they're making money off the unsuccessful sellers and the successful sellers. That's not cool. All right, third, this came via recommendation in the one of the threads in one of my print on demand Facebook groups. Shirtly. So I have not used Shirtly to fulfill any orders. However, I did appreciate that they're right up front with order deadlines. Gear Bubble's also good about order deadlines for what it's worth, and Printful's pretty good about it. But they say that for Father's Day, your orders need to be in by 11 p.m. on June 4th. Let me look up when Father's Day is because I don't even should know, but oops. All right, that's June 21. So that looks like they are saying it could take about 17 days to fulfill t-shirt orders since it's Shirtly. I'm assuming they're almost all t-shirts. I'm saying 17 days because it's the 4th. Father's Day is the 21st. Good at math. So maybe it's not 17 days. Maybe if you subtract and they expect it to get delivered on Friday, maybe it's in the range of like 15 to 17. But they say if you get orders in by today at 11 p.m., you'll have it by Father's Day. Oh, and that's standard shipping actually. So they're also factoring in shipping, which means that they are producing the orders in probably less than 2 weeks. So that's pretty good. I love the Shirtly UI. Again, haven't used them yet. Maybe I'll do a test order in the future and review what it was like. But for now, I'm a web developer, so I'm always noticing the user interfaces on websites. And I like their UI a lot. Everything seemed very intuitive and clean, so that's always a plus. All right, next up, Guten. I love the name. If it's a German company, I don't understand what that word means. But if it's not a German company, I just like saying Guten, 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 Guten. All right, this is what they said on their COVID page. Many orders will ship faster than these times, and some will ship slower, but these are the ranges we've seen, and suggest you use them to set customer expectations. Data is based on the last 14-day average production time and forecasts from our manufacturers for the first week of June. Then on June 2nd, they posted an update. Apparel experiencing production delay of 20 business days, and then the dreaded or more. So they can't even give you like a 20 days or less. It's 20 days or more, which basically, yeah, that's not making me feel good, right? It's better than 6 weeks, but by how much, right? Because or more could still be 6 weeks. Anyways, that's Guten. I've heard good things. I have not used them. All right, and then the final one I'm going to recommend is SPOD. And some of you guys are going to know what this is. You're about to know after I explain it, but SPOD is it's basically Spreadshirt. So if you've heard of Spreadshirt, that is one of my recommended like third tier print on demand marketplace options, where if you just go to spreadshirt.com, register as a seller, it's similar to like Redbubble and Amazon merch, where you just upload a design, you make it available on all their products, and then you're done. You don't have to worry about customer service or anything like that. You don't have to give them a credit card. You sign up, you sell, you get paid out a royalty. I mean, it's free money, especially if you use Merch Titans automation, which is when I was referring to the bonus section of my full print on demand course. It's literally me teaching you how I use Merch Titans automation every day to get at least 400 uploads done with maybe 8 clicks. I mean, it's truly that simple. Yeah, it really is. So check that out if you're interested. Anyways, Merch Titans automation, I'll put a link in the description. But SPOD, Spreadshirt POD, is like their app that's meant to compete with, Printful, Printify, Gearbubble, etc., where it integrates via API with platforms like Shopify and I think Etsy. I don't think they're on Amazon yet, but don't quote me. I can do a review. Maybe I should do a review in the near future, but pretty sure there's no Amazon integration yet. However, if you were to integrate it, I think the big draw was that they wanted you to integrate with Shopify. And then, they have like a Shopify app, and the two work seamlessly together if you want to start your own branded store, which is a good idea once you're really killing it on the other marketplaces. However, I don't think you should rush into that, because as a web developer, and I've probably said this in other videos, but the one thing, the biggest thing facing any e-commerce business, whether it's print on demand or something else, is just visibility, right? You can spend the next 2 months building the best print on demand Shopify store with Spreadshirt POD integrated, and if nobody sees it, you're not going to get any sales. So anyways, I'm ranting too much. Anyways, the COVID-19 updates, last updated 2 days ago, our production capacities have increased. While we're not back in full swing just yet, we're doing our best while closely observing all health and safety regulations. Then they said, smooth sailing. We're currently producing 50% of orders within 3 business days and 90% of orders within 5 business days. Now, if you're in my Ryan's Method Passive Income Facebook group, which is my general passive income Facebook group, not my print on demand one, somebody did, I forget the name, my bad, but he very graciously put his referral link, I said it was cool, to SPOD, and then he was helping anybody that had any questions, that needed any help, that used his link. He was helping them with everything. So guys, I'm sure he'd be willing to help you if you want to get started, because of the print on demand production partners I recommended in this video, SPOD, I don't know what to call it, SPOD, 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 Spreadshirt, I don't know, whatever you want to call it though. They have a cool logo for what it's worth, but they seem like the fastest production time, which would make a lot of sense since Spreadshirt is a very successful print-on-demand marketplace, so they already had really nice production capacity because they were getting all these sales through their marketplace. That would be like Amazon merch opening up an API integration for Shopify and Etsy, right? That would be like, but you just feed the orders in and they produce them. So anyways, yeah, it makes sense that this is that they're doing really well here. All right, guys, and that's it. Thank you for watching this video till the end. If you found it helpful, all I ask is hit that like button. Let the YouTube algorithm know to promote it to other people that might find it useful. Also, if you're not subscribed yet, what are you doing? Hit the big red button. And if you want to know the next time I drop a video, all you got to do is click the little bell icon that pops up next to it. Thank you guys for watching till the end, and I will see you at the next video.
Passive Income School is open. Enroll now at ryansmethod.com. Thank you.